important things in all of our faith and in all that we do daily is that we always take the time to evaluate why we do what we do. And every now and then, it's good that we take a moment and ask the Lord about the sincerity of our praise, about our worship. We have to take time and ask God, are you really satisfied with what we do? And I'm finding that as we continue to grow and do more in our faith, we are not as sensitive to the will of God simply because of necessity. We can't allow the necessity of our worship to ever get to a point where it's not relational but it's ritual. Because when we get to that place, when we find ourselves having nothing but busy work, we find ourselves having nothing to do but just try to fill our schedules or constantly just do activities, we find we run into problems with getting a genuine response from the Lord. That's why we stand in a place right now where we're constantly seeking God. We stand in a place where we ought to be constantly asking God's approval about what we do and what we say. That's why we realize that it's all about the kingdom. It's always about Christ's satisfaction in what we do. The Bible tells us clearly that God, that He's waiting. He's waiting and waiting for the saints to present something to them, to present something in such a way that He can allow it to be a sweet fragrance, a sweet aroma. So the question is our praise, is our worship, is our prayer sweet aroma to the Lord? We want to make sure that what we're offering is genuine and from our hearts, and not even just genuine and from our heart, but from a repentant heart. Because sometimes we can allow the wickedness of our heart to consume what we do. So we want to make sure we take the moment and take the time to make sure that God is satisfied with our actions, satisfied with our activity. Many times we allow the reality of our human condition to make us militarize or minimize what God can do through us, which is not true. God can do still exceedingly and abundantly above all we can have asked or think, even though we are still in the human condition. But yet God is the awesome creator. He's the one who made us, and not we ourselves. He's the one that made everything around us, and He's the one who can change and make change at any given point that He desires. So today, examine yourself and see where you are with the Lord, and ask Him, is He satisfied with your worship? Is He satisfied with your praise? Is it truly something that God is content in? Or have we just sacrificed the relational part for the ritual because it's easy or it's what we know? Many people say that they know church, but do they really know Jesus is the real question.